extremely well. A few days ago, a ruthless gang murdered and assassinated over 70 people, including men, women, and children, northern part of Haiti, which was a senseless crime. And as I said, within hours, we were able to not only deploy, but this time we were able to deploy significant numbers by road, which we hadn't been able to do. But second, and even more important, we're able to deploy and stay. So this is no longer a reactive, temporary mission. It has become a mission to the end, to make sure that we can actually regain a level of safety that's acceptable in the region. Now, there's still a lot going on, and I don't want to by any means describe this as being done or easy, but the work is being done house by house, neighborhood by neighborhood, to ensure that these people, the people of the Artemonite region, can once and for all find peace. And I think the President has rightly stated that every operation is well thought through with the Kenyan team on the ground and the police force to ensure the greatest amount of security for the troops that will engage in these different combats. Now, obviously, this always comes with a level of risk, but we're confident that we do everything we can every time to make sure that we're protected. And as I think, as the President has mentioned, coming out of New York, we had very constructive meetings with several partners. We're seeing new engagements. The EU, for example, has doubled its commitment. We're seeing new partners come in and make new commitments. We're talking to Brazil as well, Mexico as well. As was stated, Salvador has recently, on the 3rd of October, recommitted. But you're right. We would like to see a quicker response. We would like to see more commitment. And we're going to continue to push for it very quickly. But they trust that the government and its partners are doing the right things. And of course, with the presence of the force, they can start to see a light at the end of the tunnel. And that, I think, we need to build on as quickly as possible. So again, thank you, Excellency. And please do convey through you our gratitude to the Kenyan people for that act of solidarity. And I can tell you that it will not be lost.
Thank you very much. With your permission, we'll take a few questions. Members of the press, if we may start with your name, the media house you represent, and then let's stick to one question so that we may open up for more. We'll start with Joy from Al Jazeera, then we'll follow suit. Joy from Al Jazeera.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister and Your Excellency, President Ruto. Our question is in regards to the latest attack and what has been done to safeguard the Kenyan officials who are assisting in the mission. And question number 2 is, it's actually an opinion where I feel like the partners, international partners, have delayed the funds and there's fear that the mission could be stalling. Is that correct to assume?
I think I'll allow, okay, do we take another question? Okay.
Thank you very much, Rose Buchanan from AFP. So alongside the 600 further officers, will Kenya or members of the international community be...
By thanking you for hosting us. It feels so nice to be back in Nairobi, a city that I consider almost a second home, having been here so many times before. But let me also thank you for your vision, for your leadership, and for your commitment. You know, it's important to remind that Haiti is a country of 12 million people hostage to a handful of gang members, with half a population food insecure, with 600,000 displaced, with 70% of the health infrastructure that had collapsed. And this crisis came at a time when the world has its share of crisis. And you helped us tell the world that Haitian children are not less deserving than the others, and that Haitian men and women who are suffering deserve solidarity, and you led that fight with us. And today I think we're in a better place. You helped where others saw crisis, you saw opportunity and potential, and you voiced it in a very firm way, allowing for others to come together around Haiti. And me and the Haitian people are extremely grateful to you for your leadership in this critical time. I also want to, of course, extend and convey the gratitude of the Haitian people to the Kenyan people for their commitment, engagement, and sacrifice. Today, you share with us not because you have extreme abundance, but because Kenyan people have made the determination that Haiti deserves their help and support, and they've stepped up in a very significant way. Let me also reiterate what you've said. The first deployments of Kenyan contingents in Haiti have been extremely helpful, useful, professional, committed. They've engaged almost immediately, side by side with the police force. They've provided us with the wealth of experience that they have, and they continue to engage with us in a significant manner. Early on in this process, you will recall that their doubters.
Haiti Prime Minister expressed deep gratitude to the Kenyan government during his visit to Nairobi. Praising Kenya's role in addressing Haiti's ongoing humanitarian and security crisis, he highlighted Kenyan critical assistance at a time when Haiti, a country of 12 million people, is held hostage by armed gangs. With over half of the population facing food insecurity and 70% of the health infrastructure collapsed, he emphasized severity of the crisis despite global challenges. Kenya leadership is supporting Haiti has been pivotal, showing solidarity and helping bring the plight of the Haitian people to the world's attention. Kenya's 2024 deployment of military forces to Haiti has been a significant contribution to the stabilization efforts. The Prime Minister commended the professionalism and swift engagement of the Kenyan contingent working alongside Haitian police. He dismissed initial concerns about language barriers, noting that Kenyan forces have adapted well to the challenging environment. Their quick response to a violent gang attack in northern Port au Prince was highlighted as a key moment that demonstrated Kenya's commitment to ensuring safety and stability. The Prime Minister also underscored the urgent need for the international community to follow through on their financial and logistical commitments to sustain the progress made in Haiti. He acknowledged contributions from partners such as European Union, Brazil and Mexico, but called for a quicker and more substantial response. Timely international support, he stressed, is essential to continue rebuilding critical infrastructure like schools and hospitals, and to ensure that Haitian forces, alongside their Kenyan counterparts, have resources they need. Despite the challenges, the Prime Minister expressed cautious optimism and pointing to milestones such as establishment of an electoral council and the reopening of schools. While gangs continue to reorganize, he emphasized that significant progress has been made on the security front. He reiterated that Haitian people are beginning to see hope, and thank you to the international efforts led by Kenya, but emphasized that the need for continued global commitment to secure lasting peace and stability. Thank you for tuning in to Agwana Media, and see you next time. Bye.